بغير أي أكل من غداء السريع من حاجات اللي خليتو وسلطات والشوربة. انت بس بيحتاج شريط واحد عشان بيلينوا ناس سوا. بني عيش منكهات.
البعينين 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 بخدمتك. لكل تجار الجملة وفر قروش أكتر على الناس. مواد غذائية بالجملة متوفرة، سكر، رز، زيت، عربيات وأكتر، جودة عالية، أسعار منافسة. للطلبات أرسل على الواتساب في 0912303076 أو 0912306078 أو قم بزيارتنا في شارع المطار. البعينين 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 في خدمتك. لا تضيع الفرصة، الكميات محدودة.
Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello, good morning. This is iRadio News. First, here are the headlines. The Deputy National Minister of Information has requested the World Bank to recruit South Sudanese nationals in senior managerial positions within its projects instead of relying heavily on foreign staff. A member of Parliament has called on the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs to expedite the passage of several critical bills aimed at safeguarding the rights of women, children and other vulnerable groups. The Foreign Affairs Ministry has announced that it will begin holding weekly media briefings every Thursday starting 4th of September 2025 in a bid to enhance transparency and prevent the spread of misinformation. These are stories and more coming to you in this news bulletin with me, Lasuba Memo, and now the news in detail. The Deputy National Minister of Information has requested the World Bank to recruit South Sudanese nationals in senior managerial positions within its projects instead of relying heavily on foreign staff. Deputy Minister David Yawyao raised a concern on Monday during a meeting with the World Bank team on the implementation of the East African Regional Digital Integration Project. In a post shared on the ministry's page on Facebook, he noted that most World Bank-funded projects in South Sudan are overstaffed with foreigners, limiting opportunities for qualified local professionals. Yahya also expressed frustration over delays in project approvals and letters of no objection, which is said were slowing down the pace of implementation. The World Bank is currently financing the rollout of South Sudan's fiber optic cable project from Kenya, scheduled to be laid down early next year. A member of the National Parliament has called on the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs to expedite the passage of several critical bills aimed at safeguarding the rights of women, children and other vulnerable groups. Nyayang Lokriek appealed to Minister Dr. Wek Mamer during a sitting of the Transitional National Legislative Assembly on Monday. Speaking under Regulation 46, which allows MPs to raise oral questions without prior notice, Nyayang outlined 6 pending legislative instruments. These include the African Charter on the Welfare of Children, the Family Bill, the Women's Empowerment Bill, the Child Labor Accountability Bill, the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, and the Anti-Gender-Based Violence Bill. Nyayang expressed concern that the absence of these laws, particularly the Child Labor Accountability Bill, hampers the government's ability to hold individuals accountable for employing children in street work. She stressed the urgency of enacting these bills ahead of the upcoming elections, saying their importance in addressing persistent challenges facing women and children across the country. In response, Speaker Jemanu Kumba acknowledged the concerns and echoed the need to fast-track the legislative process. She stressed the importance of the Family Bill and Anti-GBV Bill and reminded the House that while the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities has been ratified, its accompanying bill still requires parliamentary action. Speaker Kumba called on the Minister of Justice to ensure that all outstanding bills are presented and passed before the end of the transitional period. Although Minister of Justice Dr. Wekma Mer was present during the session, he did not respond to MP Nyayang's question. The Foreign Affairs Ministry has announced that it will begin holding weekly media briefings every Thursday starting 4th of September 2025 in a bid to enhance transparency and prevent the spread of misinformation. The move comes amid mounting criticism from local media outlets who say they have struggled to gain timely access to officials for comment, blaming the ministry's internal bureaucracy and limited public engagement for fueling confusion over the recent reports. The move comes in direct response to recent international media reports alleging that South Sudan is in talks with the State of Israel to resettle Palestinians from Gaza within South Sudanese territory, claims the ministry has firmly denied. In a statement issued on Monday, the ministry reiterated that no such discussions have taken place, calling their reports unfounded and inaccurate, and warned that they misrepresent South Sudan's foreign policy and diplomatic posture. The ministry said that its nearly weekly briefings are intended to improve coordination, enhance public awareness, and ensure that the media and public receive verified, accurate information directly from government sources. It also called on media outlets, journalists, and commentators, both domestic and international, to exercise responsibility, verify their sources, and rely on official channels when reporting on sensitive foreign policy matters. This is iRadio Morning News, and now to the international scene. The South African government is warning young women not to fall for social media recruitment drives promoting job opportunities abroad. This comes as a number of online videos by South African social media influencers advertising jobs for young women in Russia have gone viral. The authorities are investigating one promotional video by influencer Sian Boji, who has now been removed which has been removed from her account. She described a 2-year start performance for young women at the beginning of their careers who went to acquire professional skills. A large number of young South Africans are jobless and many are desperate for work. Finally, a victim of child sexual abuse has begged Elon Musk to stop links offering images of her abuse being posted on his social media platform X. Zora, not her real name, says hearing that my abuse and the abuse of so many others is still being circulated and commodified here is infuriating for more than 20 years ago now. She says it has zero tolerance for sexual abuse material and tackling those who exploit children remains a top priority. This is iRadio Morning News, and to end this bulletin, here's a recap of the headlines. The Deputy National Minister of Information has requested the World Bank to recruit South Sudanese nationals in senior managerial positions within its projects instead of relying heavily on foreign staff. A member of Parliament has called on the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs to expedite the passage of several critical bills aimed at safeguarding the rights of women, children, and other vulnerable groups. And the Foreign Affairs Ministry has announced that it will begin holding weekly media briefings every Thursday starting 4th of September 2025 in a bid to enhance transparency and prevent the spread of misinformation. That's the end of iRadio Morning News. If there is a story or an event you'd like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message at +211 925 287 870. It's also a WhatsApp number. Follow us on X at iRadio Juba. Like our Facebook page iRadio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at iRadio South Sudan. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for the news in Arabic at 8 o'clock. I'm Lasuba. Memo, thanks for listening.